So, yeah, as you guys all know, pretty damn soon, in less than 24 hours, on March 3, 2018, Dmitry Bivol will be defending his WBA light heavyweight title against Sullivan Barrera over at the Madison Square Garden Theater in New York City, New York, USA, in the undercard of the fight between Sergey Kovalev and Igor Mialekin. This fight will be televised on HBO, so tune into HBO if you want to see this fight. Both fighters recently weighed in, and both fighters did make weight, with Bivol weighing in at 174.4 pounds and Sullivan Barrera weighing in at 173.6 pounds. So, who do you guys think will win this fight? It's a very good fight. I'm very happy it's happening. It's a very, very close fight on paper, in my opinion. I am a firm believer of the idea that styles make fights. Now, mind you, there's a lot of things that also go into a fight, like skill, speed, power, size, everything. But man, these two guys are pretty even, in my opinion. But when it comes to experience in the professionals, Barrera definitely has that advantage. He's been in there against better opposition as a professional, been in there against the likes of Andre Ward, Shabransky, Joe Smith Jr., Felix Valera, Caro Morat. You know, he's been in there and he's shown that he can compete against the best. He didn't do so bad against Andre Ward. Yes, he did get dominated in that fight. Yes, it was pretty you can argue that it was a one-sided fight, but you know, you can argue that he did held his own against one of the best fighters at that time. And you know, you can argue that he won 1-2 rounds. He didn't do so bad against Andre Ward. Bivol, you know, he hasn't really had those big wins. He's fought some really good fighters. He beat Valera also, and he's been in there against Cedric Agnew, beat Trent Broadhurst, but he hasn't really had that big win. You can make the argument that this is his best fight in his career, and in my opinion, I think it is. I think this is Bivol's biggest fight in his professional career right now. And looking at the recent performances, obviously Bivol knockout against Broadhurst, but if you look at his fight against you know, Agnew, Clarkson, you know, you can tell that he's a very talented fighter. And Sullivan Barrera is a very talented fighter also. He's had close calls, you know, he's been dropped before, and man, I could definitely see him getting dropped in this fight. I feel like he gets those flash knockdowns, Barrera, especially early on. I feel like he'll probably get a flash knockdown in round 1, 2, 3, around those early rounds, and maybe he'll make it competitive as the fight goes on, and it will be a close fight. I think this fight will definitely go the distance. I think it will go the whole 12 rounds, and I'm leaning towards Bivol, to be honest with you guys. I'm leaning towards him, but I won't be surprised if Barrera pulls off a close win. It's pretty close to 50-50. Well, I would say like 53-47 or 55-45 in favor of Bivol. In my perspective, it could go either way, but I have that 5%, 3-4-5% leaning towards Bivol. Why? You're wondering? Well, Bivol's skill level, he has a pretty good background in amateur background. I think Barrera has a pretty good amateur background as well, but Bivol just shows that potential that he can be one of those best fighters out there today in the light heavyweight division. I've been riding Bivol. You know, I've been following his career for quite some time now, before he even fought on HBO. So I've always had those high hopes that he will be a big name one day, and he's right there. He's fighting on HBO now and everything. He's getting there. So maybe I'm a little biased. My opinion is biased. So we'll see. I'm just looking forward to a fun fight. Hopefully it doesn't end up being controversial. That's all I'm hoping for. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts and all that stuff in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.